Hello there and welcome to the old horseshoe in the banks of the Olentangy, home to the Ohio State Buckeyes, one of the great settings in sport, and man, this place is rocking today. Today it's a top 25 matchup. Two teams off to good starts, hoping to build on that and test themselves against another ranked team. As we'll see a team looking for their first win, the Clemson Tigers, taking on the winners of 3 straight, the Ohio State Buckeyes. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, here in the booth with Kirk Herbstreit. I think we've talked long enough, Kirk. Let's get this game going. The Buckeyes will kick this deep to start us off. Fields it just outside the goal line. And the returner brought down by the coverage team. Such a tough place for visitors to play. The gain is 3. Now it's 2nd down and 7.
You know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense is countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example of a defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage, not give up big run plays.
It's early, but this crowd is fired up. Listen to this noise here. This is going to be tough for the visitors today. They'll ride the back again here. And they'll tackle him about the 23-yard line.
Well, they didn't bust that for a big play, but it makes this 3rd down coming up a little bit more manageable, and that certainly has a lot of value.
Sets up as a 3rd and 3 here on this opening possession. Looking to pick up the 1st down through the air. He's hit right as he throws it and complete.
Gosh, Chris, I just love this atmosphere. The home field advantage on full display. The defense flying around with energy. Nice job there on that 3rd down of using the energy from the crowd to make that stop.
Bringing it back, it's Stevens. Good effort by the return man. They get him down, but that's a solid gain on return. This line getting set up. It's a 1st down play. Snags a quick throw. Great defensive play, tackled quickly. Not much of a gain.
This is an example of a quarterback and his offense just taking what the defense gives you. Not a huge play, but positive yards. The defense wants to give that throw to you. You take it, get the ball to your receiver, stay ahead of the sticks.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. Offense moving receivers around now before the snap. The pass rush closing in. Running back has it on a screen now. They've got him, but that completion good enough for 1st down yardage.
Early on in a football game, the offense always wants to try to develop just a nice rhythm to their offense. That time, just a simple screen to the running back, and they build some confidence on this 1st drive with a nice play.
1st down play call. How aggressive will it be? And they're moving the receiver now before the snap. A pop pass on the jet sweep. Heads out of bounds as a short gain on the play.
You know, a lot of times these types of plays either go for nothing or they can go for a huge chunk of yards. Here they do a nice job of getting it to the outside, turning it upfield, and ended up getting a nice gain out of it.
Second down after that run on the previous play. The linebacker shifting around now. Hands off to the left. They tackle him behind the line, a loss of 4.
Loss of 4 on the play. Third down coming up.
Offense breaks the huddle and gets set. It's third down. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Receiver makes the grab. Brought down to the 22. It's a first down, very near the red zone now.
Well, it's third down. The defense knows he's going to get the ball. You still can't stop the quarterback finding this receiver to be able to pick up another first down for this offense.
Buckeyes pick up enough yardage for a fresh set of downs. They'll go with the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff.
I'll take that every single time. Offensive line does a nice job up front. This back's vision and ability to get positive yards by lowering his pads on full display right there.
The Buckeyes are in the red zone. Quarterback making some changes at the line. Back to throw. It's awesome. Makes a quick grab. To get him down quickly, not much of a gain on that completion.
Boy, that's pretty good coverage here by this defense. Not much of a window to throw this ball into, but the quarterback's accuracy and the size of the tight end picks up a nice gain.
Offense lines up. This is the 7th play now on this drive. Can he get there on the ground? He stopped, but he gets a first down.
That's a good, hard, tough running there to get that first down to keep this drive alive. Early in this game, the offense really asserting themselves. They're not thinking about a field goal. They're trying to put this ball in the end zone.
The Buckeyes lining up here on 1st and 10. Looks right for a quick completion. And the defense swarms, not much of a gain on that completion.
And there's the tight end who shows off his hands.
Coming to the line on 2nd down. This is important. They want to avoid a 3rd and long. That's the wide receiver coming in motion now. Using the ground game here. Tailback has the handoff. And they convert here on 3rd down in the red zone. This is a 4-point type of play. Touchdown or field goal. And he'll drop back here on 3rd down. Looking to set up a screen pass here. And they bring him down. Blocker has not much help on the screen there. He's short of the first down.
The offense gets some positive yards here, but they're going to be short of the first down marker to set up 4th down. Really good job by the defense of tackling and the awareness to keep him short of that first down marker.
Right down the middle. So we have our first points on the board. That makes it 3-0.
Well, they almost put a touchdown on the board, but instead they come away with 3 points.
So after coming away with 3 in that drive, the kickoff team is out. He's going to try for a return from a couple of yards deep in the end zone. He's tackled at the 17, so it would have been better to leave it in the end zone for a touchback. Okay, the Clemson offense heads back out onto the field. They're coming off a quick 3 and out, so looking to put something together on this drive with a little more urgency. And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. Second down after that run on the previous play. They'll toss it to the right side. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Well, the back just had nowhere to go. How about the defensive line? They eat up all the blocks up front, freeing those linebackers up to be able to make the play. Just a bad play all around for this offense.
Offense gets set up here. It's third down. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. And he lofts it toward the sideline. And it's incomplete. They let it fly on third down, but now it brings up fourth.
Man, on your own side of the field, you're playing a risky game here. Third and short. Your goal should just be keep this drive alive the best way you can sometimes is just hand the ball off to your running back and have him get behind that offensive line and go to work. Curious to see what they do now here on this fourth and short.
And on fourth down, the punter sends it away. Fair catch made at the 35. Here comes the Buckeye offense onto the field. They moved it last time, but settled for a chip shot, looking to find the end zone this time. Quarterback making adjustments now to what the defense is showing. Off the play fake, looking to throw on first down. It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw. Good pass rush there on first down.
Boy, really nice job by this defense. Not only do they pressure the quarterback and get after him, but I don't think they tipped their hand with their coverage. They actually waited to the last possible second to bracket this receiver and almost paid off for an interception.
Tackled after a 3-yard gain, so it sets up a 3rd and 7.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound, and it's really solid defense on that play.
They come to the line, a long way to go for the first down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. Scanning the field. It's awesome. Quarterback escapes the pocket. He's looking to scramble. Quarterback gets down to avoid the big hit.
Well, Chris, that's a great example of why we see these college football coaches bringing in baseball coaches to teach these quarterbacks how to slide in key situations. You want to protect your franchise guy? Make sure he doesn't get hurt. And that's exactly what he did on that play. A perfect slide to avoid the big hit and then pick up the first down.
Caught quickly. They've got him, but he picks up 8 yards. Sets up a nice 2nd and 2.
We see this all over the country now in college football. Defensive backs staying back a little bit deeper, forcing the quarterback to have to throw things in front. I like the decision here by the quarterback because he gets positive yards. It's a good way of staying ahead of the chains.
Quarterback changing the play now at the line. Second down, looking to throw it. Caught over the middle. It's Carter. And he picks up the first down before they get him to the ground.
That's the end of the third quarter. With the score, Ohio State 3, Clemson 0.
Buckeyes churn out another first down. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Receiver makes the catch. Oh, and nothing but green grass ahead. Touchdown, Ohio State. This quarterback on fire today. Simple throw, all the yards after the catch. Explosive play by the receiver to score.
Just a dynamic, athletic playmaker. As simple as you said, Chris, just throw him the football, he makes a catch, and then all the fireworks are after the catch. And this defense just unable to corral him.
The extra point is good, and they stretch the lead a little bit more. Now they get set to kick it away. And the return starts just inside the end zone. Returner tackle right there. That's where they'll start the drive. And the powerful Clemson offense is back out there. This group is coming off a quick 3-and-out. Can they put something together in this drive? They're going to run it. Defense able to stop the ball carrier there.
Well, that's an excellent effort here by this defense, staying in their run phase. They're holding their own at the line and making the tackle. The offense just couldn't get enough of a push to get anything going there.
Second down play coming up for this offense. Quarterback sets up, looking for an open man. Catch made on the left side. Brought down to the 28, and that's good enough for a first down.
Boy, a nice drag route here, and I thought the patience by the quarterback was the key. Puts it in front of his receiver, gives him a chance to make the catch, and picks up a little bonus. Nice yards after the catch.
He'll take a deep shot. And the pass is dropped incomplete. Would have had a huge gain. Took his eye off the ball.
Well, this quarterback and his receivers have got to get on the same page. They've got to find a rhythm if they want to move the ball down the field.
Completion makes it second down. And he'll set up to throw. Grab down the middle. It's Watkins. They stop him out at the 42. That's a solid gain, getting closer to midfield.
Defense kind of lost a running back here. Makes a nice catch and gets the first down in the process.
This offense has gotten going at long last. It's another 1st and 10. And here's the handoff. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. Well, they run it right into a blitz, and that linebacker was coming downhill, Kirk.
Man, what a time to call that blitz here by the defensive coordinator. And you're right, he shoots right through that A-gap. Really, the back had nowhere to go. By the time he got the ball in his hands, the linebacker's right in his face.
Here's the second down play. Receiver in motion now. Quarterback wants to throw it on second down. It's an out route, the catch made. They bring him down. That's a very solid gain, but still well short of the first down.
Chris, a really great job here with the quarterback and the receiver. This is all about timing. Quarterback gets back, no hitch in his delivery, gets the ball out in front of the receiver where he can run away from the defender for a nice completion.
It's a quick grab. And this offense picks up the first down. They tackle him at the 44.
Man, you just continue to see the chemistry between these two. And they told us yesterday in our production meeting, they spent hours and hours of working and developing that chemistry and that rhythm by throwing together throughout those summer months. And, man, it's starting to really pay off. He's become his security blanket for the quarterback, and especially on third down.
Breaks into the clear. It's a sprint. Touchdown, Clemson. No chance to catch him.
Chris, all week I wondered if this back might get loose and come up with a big play like this. The defense had their back turned, couldn't really see where he was. By the time they realized it, he just had too much speed, and he's able to take it to the end zone.
The extra point is good. They trail by 3 now, 10-7.
That makes the score. Ohio State.
Getting set to kick the ball off now. And it's caught from inside the 20. And they get into the ground at the 30. That's where the drive will start. Here comes the powerful Ohio State offense onto the field. The last drive, the passing game, very effective. Moved them right down the field. Can the defense make adjustments? And the running back takes the handoff. And he breaks the tackle on the way to a solid gain there.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on first down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
Looking to throw. It's awesome. A sack in the play could not escape the pass rush.
Boy, they're making this offensive line really think and communicate. Bringing different blitzes. This time the outside linebacker gets to the quarterback and comes up with a big sack for the D.
Offense facing a 3rd and long from the 28. Got to have your pass protection in order in this play. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Looks like he's going to run it. He stopped short of the marker, so it's 4th down now.
Tackle is made at the 37-yard line. Coming up, 4th down.
The offense with a major gamble here, going for it inside their own 40. And the wideout goes in motion. Needs a completion here on 4th down. Looking to make a big play downfield. Catch made all the way down inside the 35. Oh, and he's in the clear now. It's a foot race. Takes it all the way to the house. Touchdown, Buckeyes.
This is what having an accurate quarterback is so important. 4th down, critical situation. He puts that ball right on his receiver. What I love to see is he not only picks up that first down, but he's got the speed and the awareness to take it to the end zone for the touchdown.
Extra point try coming now. And the kick is up and good. They tack on a point to their lead. Kickoff team on the field getting set now. He's going to return it from near the goal line. Stop at the 22. That's pretty solid coverage there. Okay, the Clemson offense heads back out onto the field. Great possession last time. They punch it into the end zone. Can the defense come up with a stop this time? Game moves the ball out past the 25-yard line.
It's exactly what you want to see as a play caller. You get positive yards to be able to kind of keep you on schedule as a play caller. That's all you can ask for. Good job up front and a nice run.
Looking to pass here on 2nd down. Here's a wide-open receiver, complete. It's a big gain all the way to enemy territory, tackled at the 45.
Man, another big-time catch by a Clemson wide receiver. How long have you and I been saying that, seems like, over the years? Going back to Sammy Watkins and DeAndre Hopkins and Mike Williams and Hunter Renfrow and T. Higgins, all those guys on to the NFL having great careers, and now watching these players today in that same Clemson uniform making those big plays.
And they'll run it out of the shotgun. And the sophomore able to bring him down quickly.
The defensive coordinator this week all week telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. Pre-snap motion from the receiver. Quarterback looking to throw it on 2nd down. It's incomplete. That was caused by the defensive pressure. And now it brings up 3rd down.
Kind of a fine line here, Chris, for me when it comes to throwing the screen pass. You don't want to throw it too early, obviously, and the defense reacts quickly and can sniff it out. And you definitely don't want to throw it too late and potentially get sacked. You've got to make sure it hits just right for this play to work.
Drops back, needing a 3rd down completion here. Heavy pressure, hit as he throws. He's got it near the end zone. And he's in. Touchdown, Tigers.
What a touchdown here by this offense. I'm going to tell you something. This is what separates the men from the boys right here as a quarterback. He knows he's going to get hit. Looks downfield, keeps his eyes focused, makes the throw, takes the hit, and they get the touchdown. Beautiful.
The extra point cuts the lead to 3, 17-14.
That makes the score Ohio State 17, Clemson 14.
Here's the kickoff team. Let's see if they give the returner an opportunity to bring this back. He'll bring it out from his end zone. And he's stopped at the 18. Returner trying to make a play, but a touchback would have been a better idea.
Will take over first and 10.
Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense back on the field. A little bit of my turn, your turn so far in the early going. Both offenses scoring touchdowns in their last possessions. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. Lets it fly to the wideout. That one is incomplete. Took a downfield shot on 1st down, but missed it.
A lot of times college football, the game comes down to just a play or two. And that's a missed opportunity by this offense. I wouldn't be surprised to see them try to come back to that same play in the second half.
2nd down play coming up. Linebackers moving around, trying to confuse the offense. Back to pass. It's awesome. That's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact. No flag. Brings up 3rd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out the punishment, but here, he's the one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, he's unable to hold on to the football.
They'll change the pre-snap look now. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Quarterback escapes the pocket and takes off. Hit as he releases it, and the pass ball is incomplete.
Mobility can be a blessing or a curse for some quarterbacks. Sometimes they feel that they can make a play on every single opportunity because they have such speed. Instead of just getting down or throwing it away, they try to force the issue. This one almost backfires on him as he tried to squeeze that throw in. He's lucky he didn't throw an interception.
The offense will take their first time out of the half to talk strategy here.
Timeout, Clemson.
First down here for this offense. It's a shotgun run call. We're able to tackle the ball carrier there.
Chris, textbook job by the defense surrounding the runner and preventing that play from being bounced to the outside.
Now it's 2nd down here. Moving the receiver around pre-snap. Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. And that run produces a decent gain.
Chris, it's the consistency of this back is giving this defense fits. They've got to come up with some changes up front. This guy's already over 50 yards, and if he keeps running the way he is, not only is he having a great day, but it's going to give this quarterback a chance to hit some big plays downfield off play action.
Solid gain on the running play. 3rd down now. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun, looking for a receiver. Quick throw, catch made on the out route. The defense stops him just short of the marker. That'll bring up 4th down.
Chris, great effort here by this defense to keep him short of the 1st down. Now they've got a tough decision to make here on this 4th down and short.
Bit too far away to trust a field goal attempt. The offense on the field on 4th down. Here's the snap. Quarterback looking to throw. He's got it, enough for a 1st down. breaks clear. End zone ahead. They've got him, but he easily makes the first down, and this drive keeps going.
Just great execution here on this fourth down to keep this drive alive. And what I love is the accuracy from the quarterback and a good job by the receiver knowing where that route needed to be able to catch the ball and pick up the first down.
First and goal. Great chance to take the lead before halftime. They'll try to run this one in. Couldn't quite get there. Brought down at the 2. Coming up, second down and goal. On the ground, trying to muscle it across the line. That's a nice wrap up there by the junior. Timeout is called to talk strategy late in this close game with halftime approaching.
Good job by the offensive line to get some positive yards, but not quite into the end zone. Now we're going to have a third and goal.
So the offense takes the field in the final seconds of the half. Chance for just a couple more plays. Timeout is called by the defense. That's their...
Ohio State.
And this big crowd doing everything possible to inspire this defense down here near the goal line. And the quarterback will just sneak it now. And he'll be smothered right at the line for no gain. And a quick timeout call by the offense after the play.
Well, great stop here by this defense to bring us to fourth down and decision time for the head coach. You go the easy route with a field goal, or this close to the goal line, take a chance to try to get that touchdown.
So on fourth down now, out comes the field goal unit. Long enough and good. And that will tie things up as we head toward halftime.
And that one, my gosh, I mean, it's almost too easy. Nice kick.
So here's the kickoff now. Offense settling for 3, tacking on a little bit of momentum before the halftime break. The kickoff, a little too hot to handle, goes through the end zone for a touchback. Only 11 seconds left in the half as they come up here on first down. Looking to pass. It's awesome. Delivers from the pocket, complete over the middle. Tackle made at the 41. That's a nice gain, getting closer to midfield. So a timeout is called to talk strategy. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays before halftime. Time running down, just 1 play left here in the half. Quarterback checks the defensive look, makes some adjustments. On first down, it's play action. Rolling to his left, outside the pocket. And looking for a big play here. And the pass falls incomplete. The final play of this first half. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update. And the Tigers will kick this away to start the second half. And he's going to bring this out from a couple yards deep in the end zone. To be tackled at the 21. That's good work by the coverage team. And the Ohio State offense comes back onto the field. Pre-snap motion from the offense. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. Oh, and he breaks free. It's a foot race. Tackle made at the 37. That's a solid gain.
The defense has got to do a much better job here of adjusting to the pre-snap motion. They just kind of stayed in place, and it gave the receiver plenty of room there to make a nice play.
Ball moves to the 37 on the gain. It's first down. They'll test the right side here. And he's brought down after a short gain. Does not make the first down yardage.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but what I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Quarterback appears to be changing the play. Looking downfield. It's awesome. He's escaping the pocket now. Lets it go on the move. Launching deep. And he's got it down there inside the 35.
Boy, what a throw and catch again by the Ohio State Buckeye offense. You think about how Ohio State has been able to really grow over the years. Go back and think about Chris Carter back in the 80s and Joey Galloway in the 90s. And, of course, most recently with Garrett Wilson and Chris Olave, Jackson Smith and Jigba. So many great receivers, and it's been fun to watch this young man today.
He picks up the first down, but gets drilled on the tackle.
Boy, really nice throw here to the slot receiver, and I love the quickness that he has after the catch. He's essentially a running back playing at that slot position. That's how dangerous he is after he makes a catch.
The Buckeyes will line up on 1st and 10. From inside the red zone, they're looking to throw. Running back grabs it on a screen. Just runs through a man. A mismatch. Forced out of bounds, but a nice gain there, and the offense will have a 1st and goal.
Boy, this is great execution here on this screen play to the running back to pick up big yards in the first down. I think in the process, Chris, they sent a message to the defense. You can rush our quarterback all you want, but when you do, you better be careful because we're going to throw the screen on you.
The Buckeyes come to the line with 1st and goal. Pass caught. Can he get in? Touchdown, Ohio State. Will take the lead in the second half. That's another strike from his quarterback, Kirk. He is having himself a day.
This guy's just having one of those days you dream about against this secondary. Let's also give credit to the wide receivers doing a nice job of getting open, and the big fellas up front for giving him enough time to throw.
PAT makes it a 7-point lead. Kickoff team is on the field. Let's see if they give the returner a chance to bring this one back. They'll return it from inside the 5. The returner is brought down. Makes a start on the next drive. Clemson offense is back out there. The last possession, they moved it, but settled for a chip shot, so sort of an unsatisfying result. Looking to do more here. They'll tackle him out across the 20.
I think this defense keeps thinking about them throwing the football, and by doing that, they're opening up running lanes. Good positive yards there by the running back.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Offense will keep it on the ground here. Brought down at the 28, and it's good enough for a first down.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I'll tell you what, they have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. That makes them block just a little bit harder, knowing what he's potentially capable of doing.
He'll hand it off. That was a nice juke, but not much room to run. He's brought down for a short gain.
Defense does a really nice job here of being able to contain that run game, held him just at 2 yards. Chris, to me, this changes the playbook a little bit now for the offense. The guy calling the plays at 2nd and 8, that's a different deal. Now he's got to probably thinking about going through the air instead of staying on the ground.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Offense switches it up here, looking to throw the ball now. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. Defense makes the stop very close to a first down.
Well, you can tell the quarterback knew exactly what he wanted to do with the football. He was going to that end route no matter what. He hits it for a nice gain.
It's third down for the offense. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. Can't hold on. Good defensive play brings up a fourth down.
A third down and short. They decide to throw the football, roll the dice a bit, doesn't work out. Now you're at fourth and short. You got to wonder, with this offensive line and this running back, do you run the football to convert, or do they try to go through the air again?
Fourth down and 2 in their own territory. Coach shows no hesitation. The offense is on the field. From the shotgun, drops back, looking for an open man. It's complete. That's enough for a first down. Breaks a tackle, and he's got room. Oh, and nothing but green grass ahead. Touchdown, Clemson. It was a foot race, and he won it.
Chris, not shocked at all that they threw this football to this receiver, especially on fourth down. They needed a play. He delivers, but instead of doing it downfield, he shows you what he can do after the catch to get it into the end zone.
He knocks through the PAT and ties the score here in the third period. Now the kickoff team is out on the field. And it's field, a returner trying to create good field position here. He'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense back on the field. The passing game was so effective in the last possession, right down for a touchdown. We'll see if the defense can make adjustments. First down, looking to throw the football. Looks to the left, and it's complete. Tackle, but only after picking up a fresh set of downs. Tackle made, but a strong arm throw by the senior quarterback.
Just another great example, Chris, of an Ohio State quarterback and receiver combination being so dangerous. You think about it, over the last 8 or 10 years, I think Ohio State has been as consistent as anybody when it comes to the passing game and the efficiency that comes with it.
Quarterback adjusting now to the defense. To throw, it's awesome. He'll take a deep shot here. The pass is intercepted. Look out, he's got some space. Across midfield. Finally steps out of bounds after a long return. What a play by the defense.
He didn't really seem to feel like he had anybody open. He just puts it up in the air, and the defense says, thank you, we'll take it.
Okay, the Clemson offense heads back out onto the field. Remember, last time they scored a touchdown. Can they keep clicking here, or will the defense come up with a stop? Fights through a tackle.
Hey, listen, you don't always have to have big plays to be successful. It's a nice, solid gain here, keeps you on schedule, and you get ready for that next play.
Offense getting set up. Here's second down. He'll hand it off. Defense gets him down, but they'll take the gain on that play.
Well, I feel like they called that knowing chances are they're not going to hit a home run. But look at this. Put themselves in a perfect third down situation. It's much more manageable. Now we'll see if they can convert.
Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. They go backwards on that third down completion. Sets up a fourth down.
Yeah, I really like the idea on third down. I can kind of see the thought process there. Make an unconventional call on third down. Sometimes that can work out, but the defense was just prepped and ready for it this time.
Well, no surprise here. They're already 2 for 2 on fourth down. Got to make it 3 for 3 here. And the quarterback looking to make a play through the air. Finds his receiver. That's enough for the first down. They make the stop, but not before a solid gain that time.
This crowd is trying to make a difference in this football game and cheering on their defense, and that play right there will make everybody take a seat. What a great job of converting here.
He's wrapped up nicely there by the freshman. Getting set. Here's second down. On the ground, it's Watkins. Tackle made after just a short gain. And here comes the noise. This crowd is trying to inspire this defense to make a big red zone stop. Drops back, looking to throw for it on third down. Caught near the goal line. And he will score. Touchdown, Tigers.
Chris, that's his second touchdown of the day. You talk about getting off to a great start. He may have more in it.
Now the important point after attempt. PAT puts him in front by 7. Kickoff teams come on the field now to send this one away. He's going to bring it out of the end zone from a couple yards deep. And he's brought down just across the 25-yard line. Here comes the powerful Buckeye offense back onto the field. This offense trying to bounce back the last possession and then in a pick. Looks like the QB is changing the play at the line. Dropping back. It's awesome. Throws to the tight end. Oh, it's incomplete. That's a good job of the defender to break that up.
Boy, this quarterback is really rolling the dice out here today. Remember, he threw an interception the last time they had the ball. I thought he might learn from that, but instead he comes out throwing it into coverage again. Somehow catches a break on this tip ball that this one was an interception. He better tighten up his decision-making. He's going to cost himself a game.
Defense flies in. They make the tackle behind the line of scrimmage.
I'll tell you what, man, this defensive speed is electric. Great job of running to the football. Nowhere to go at all after that throw.
Third down play for this offense. There's the snap. They'll set up to throw. He'll take a deep shot here. And it's intercepted. Tackled after a short return to the 23. Nice play by this defense.
Boy, would this quarterback love to have this one back. They're trying to work themselves back into this game here in the second half. And the defense comes up with a big turnover that could breathe a nail in the coffin.
And one final play before the end of the quarter. Looking to dial up the pressure. Let's see if they bring the house. The pocket breaking down. That pass is no good. Incomplete to wrap up play here in the third quarter.
Clemson 31, Ohio State 24.
Offense getting set for a second down here to begin the quarter. After the incompletion on first down, looking to throw it again. It's a screen pass complete to the running back. And they're finally able to stop him. A great execution on this screen pass. Fooled the defense there.
Chris, that's another nice pickup through the air. I thought they might be really just out to run the football here with the lead. But instead, they're electing to throw the football. Different routes, quarterbacks in rhythm. Really, it's almost an extension of their passing game.
They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Chris, I think we all kind of get caught up in third down. What is an offense doing on third down? But I think what's also important is how well you defend first down. If you can hold your opponents to a short gain or a tackle for a loss, you throw the offense out of whack, and their game plan gets much more challenging to try to come up with that first down.
They look to throw it here on second down. Pressure is coming. Took contact on the throw. It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw that time. And now third down coming up. Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a first down. He'll drop back here on third down. Defense is coming after him. The pass is off target. He got hit as he threw as the third down pressure worked.
Chris, I just don't know about this call. I like the aggressive approach, but at this point, late in the game, playing with the lead, third down and long, maybe you run the ball. You know, work that clock. Continue to think about the big picture. Now you're facing fourth down and long, and I think you got to punt it away and hope the defense can secure a victory.
And he boots it out of bounds. Not very long. And the punt goes out of bounds. The officials now will mark the spot. Here comes the Buckeye offense onto the field. This drive is important. Last one ended in an interception. Let's see if they can get it going here. The gain is 3 yards, so 2nd and 7.
Nice solid run here by this back. Did a nice job of just kind of finding that lane, pick up some positive yards there on 1st and 10.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. To the air. It's awesome. Receiver makes the grab. They bring him down to the 38, but that's good enough for first down. They bring him down, but the veteran quarterback shows off that trademark arm strength.
Defenses all around the country have got to do a better job of keeping an eye on these little guys from the slot. They can dismantle a defense with their speed and quickness in the open space.
He's running out of time here. Using his legs on the scramble. He'll avoid the big hit with the slide.
Chris, watch him work through his progressions here. Finds the first and the second option aren't there. By the third option, he's got to pull it down and try to pick up some positive yards, of which he did, and then he slides down to avoid the big hit.
Quarterback pre-snap adjustments now for this defense. 2nd down, we're going to throw it. Looks to the left, pass caught, and the gain just good enough for a first down.
Chris, this guy has a big-time arm. He just zipped the ball in there. You know, you can sometimes show your arm strength in other ways than just bombing it deep.
The offense getting closer to a game-tying touchdown. It's 1st and 10. Drops back from the shotgun, looking for an open man. And he's going to fling it deep, going for it all here. And it's picked off in the end zone. Big takeaway, now looking for a big return. He's at the 50. Out past the 30. Inside the 10. Touchdown, Clemson. And the defense joins the party with a pick 6.
God, it's a risky throw here, so close to the goal line. This defender makes this interception, Chris. Sometimes you see a guy hesitant. He might think about taking a knee. This guy didn't. It gave him momentum and the speed that he needed to be able to get to the end zone.
Extra point up and good. A 2-touchdown lead here now in the 4th quarter. Kickoff team is on the field to boot this one away. And he'll lead the kickoff right there. He'll start from the 25. Here comes the powerful Ohio State offense onto the field. They're trying to recover from that last possession. They had things going, but then a pick six, a devastating play. They got to recover from that right now. Bringing pressure. He's hit as he throws it. Tackle made after a big gain. Buckeyes come to the line looking to crank up the tempo.
Hey, it's a nice way to start this drive off, but they've got a long way to go to be able to get this ball in the end zone. Then they got to get the ball back and score again. So positive yards, but doing it quickly is key.
Big guys up front lined up. It's first down. To the air. It's awesome. Catch made on the out route. He's found some room at the 45. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down.
Chris, here we are in the fourth quarter. These guys are trailing. Hadn't been a great day, but with this quarterback, he's as gifted as anybody in the country. You never count these guys out.
Here comes a first down pass attempt. And it's incomplete. Even on a first down throw, he was under some heavy pressure.
That's a misfire there, Chris. This passing game has got to be able to get into sync and find a rhythm.
Receivers now getting some new assignments before the snap. Looking to throw it again. Pass ball is incomplete. There was a lot of contact. No penalty. Brings up third down. They come to the line. A long way to go for the first down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. Offense moving receivers around now before the snap. Running out of time in the pocket. Incomplete. He was hit as he threw the football there on third down.
Hey, it's an incompletion, but it's a nice job by the quarterback. I know it didn't pan out, but the most important thing is he didn't turn the football over and he didn't take a sack. It'll give your kicker a chance to put some points on the board if they opt for the field goal here on fourth down.
Fourth down, looking to throw for it. Looking to make a play deep downfield. This one falls incomplete on fourth down. It's a turnover on downs.
What a great job by this defense, really all game long. It's very fitting. Here we are now in the fourth quarter on a fourth down play. They step up yet again. Now you give the ball to your own offense, you work that clock, and you seal victory.
And looking to throw now on first down. And he's going to stretch the defense, taking a deep shot here.
Chris, they come up with the incompletion, but I like the idea of stretching the defense. It can do so much to help out with your short to intermediate passing game, even affect the running game by making those safeties aware that you're willing to take a shot downfield.
Second down after the incompletion. Quarterback drops back. We're going to test the secondary. And they heave it deep downfield. Deep ball is caught for a huge gain here. Touchdown, Tigers. Just ran away from the defense. Well, a touchdown to a wide open man. Kirk, what in the world was going on the defensive side on that play?
What was the defense thinking here? You can't let a player roam free like that. They just completely forgot about him and gifted him a touchdown.
Extra point up and good. A 3-touchdown lead now here in the final quarter. The kickoff team on the field now as they get set to send this one away. Fielded in the end zone. It's Carter. Oh, and he's got a crease here. Look out. Gets some blocks. It's a foot race. Can they catch him? No! Touchdown! We knew this returner was a dangerous guy. That was an electrifying play all the way to the house.
Chris, it was great blocking, but the guy just looked so natural back there as far as once he got his hands on the ball, it was like he was setting up his blocks, knowing exactly where he wanted to go, and then once he hit it right around midfield, nobody was catching.
And they're able to tack on the extra point. Here's the kickoff team now, set to boot this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so a touchback will start at the 25. And the powerful Clemson offense is back out there. They're going to run it. Back gets the carry.
Well, let's see how these guys do here. Kind of in that 4-minute offense mode where they're trying to work as much clock as they can on this drive. Working with the lead. Still want to be balanced as best you can. But the important thing is picking up first downs, keeping the ball in bounds, and keep working that clock.
The tackle is made, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what that's about.
What I always love to see on these offsides call is when they're always pointing at each other. He did it. I didn't do it. Put it on him. We know this time it's on the defense. They're going to make the right call.
Shotgun formation. Here's an inside give. Well, they try the middle, but stuff for no gain. And now the defense will call a timeout before this critical down, just to get everybody on the same page. Crucial third down play right here. And he drops back in the gun. Receiver makes the catch. Enough for a first down at the 37.
You know, they've got a lead here late in the game, and the play calling, I think, shows you how much confidence they have in this quarterback. He's had a pretty clean game today, and this decision to still throw the ball with the lead shows...
And here comes a deep shot. Tried to press the ball deep, but it's incomplete.
You know, I like the quarterback's patience here, and instead of trying to force the issue and squeeze the ball into coverage, he just decides to just basically throw it away and live for the next down.
Incomplete, so it's second down and 10. Quarterback drops back, probing the secondary. Here's a screen pass to the running back. They make the tackle, but not for a solid gain on that pass.
And the defense is getting pressure on the quarterback. They got a little bit fooled here by the screenplay. Nice positive gain for the offense.
That completion sets up a third down play. Looking to throw again. Incomplete. He was hit as he threw the ball. That's a big third down defensive play.
Boy, questionable call there on third down. I know they don't convert, but why not run the ball? Keep the clock moving, especially working with the lead in the fourth quarter. Now you got a big decision here on fourth down and short.
The offense has been very efficient on fourth down so far. Let's see if they can make it 4 for 4 here. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun. He's got it, and that is enough for a first down. They've got him, but they convert on fourth down, and the drive keeps going.
I mean, Chris, look at this guy. I mean, you talk about having a great day throwing the football and leading his team to a nice, comfortable lead late in the game, and it continues. The coach is showing confidence of what he can do.
Makes a quick catch. Defense surrounds him. Just a short gain on that completion.
You know, they don't pick up the first down here, but they do get some positive yards, and I really like the route to get enough separation to give the quarterback enough room to put it in there.
Quarterback looking to pass here on second down. Pass caught. They bring him down, but not before he gets inside the 30-yard line. And that's the 2-minute warning. This offense looking to run out the clock and secure an impressive win here today. Clemson getting set with a 1st and 10 now. And, of course, they'll work the clock here, keep it on the ground. And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible. And the long drive continues. The offense just grinding away here. Quarterback wants to throw it on 2nd down. Falls incomplete, broken up by the defender nicely that time.
In college football today, the quarterbacks get rid of the ball often so fast that this is a great example for young players on the defensive line. If you can't get to the quarterback, watch their eyes and try to get your hands up so when the ball comes, you can knock it away.
Dropping back, looking to throw for the 1st down. The pass is off target. He got hit as he threw as the 3rd down pressure works.
I see what the quarterback's trying to do here. He's holding on to that football to the last possible second to give that play a chance, but he held it just a little bit too long. The defense is able to hit him to force that incompletion.
So on 4th down, the decision is to trot out the field goal team. And a chance here to build the lead, make it a 3-score game in the final quarter. The offense will quickly spend a timeout here after the play.
Timeout, Clemson.
The Tigers will look to convert here on 4th down. And he's throwing for it on 4th down. Fires it to the wideout. Makes the catch, and that is enough for a 1st down. They bring him down, but that's a solid gain on the play.
Boy, the defense is in the right coverage here. Looked like they had exactly what they wanted to be able to come up with a stop here on 4th down. But there's the timing between a quarterback and the receiver. They knew exactly where they needed to go. Great timing and a 1st down.
On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. He's got it right near the end zone. And he scores. Touchdown, Clemson.
You know, this defense is so caught up in all the wide receivers, they forgot about the running back. He's not just back there running the ball. This guy's involved in the passing game. A nice throw and catch and a touchdown.
Extra point up and good. A 3-touchdown lead now here in the final quarter. Now they get set to kick it away.
52, Ohio State, 31.
Bringing it out. It's Carter. To be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team.
And for Ohio State Buckeyes will take over 1st and 10.
Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense back on the field. At this point, there's not much you can do except play for pride. First play of the drive, they'll come out throwing. And now in the final couple minutes, here's a deep shot.
How about the defense today? They have played so well. I think the defensive coordinator put together a great plan. His kids clearly understood their scheme because they have been aggressive and attacking all game long.
To throw, it's awesome. Using his legs here. And he'll make his way out of bounds after gaining decent yardage.
This defense is so caught up in defending this pass game. I think here they just completely forgot about this guy's ability to run the football. Good, solid gain, and he gets out of bounds.
They're going to throw for it on 3rd and short. Wow, that is interception number 4 today for this QB. And he's got some open field ahead. And that's a solid return after the interception.
I just don't think there's anything else you can do as a play caller. You've got to be able to throw the ball downfield. You just got to hope that your quarterback and receivers can execute when the defense knows it's coming. Here, the interception cost them.
Well, the coaches kind of expected it to be this kind of game, an offensive show. Who's going to make one more play at the end to get the win, and they did it.
Yeah, you mentioned the coaches. I think we had a feeling that this game had a chance to get into at least the 30s, and we weren't disappointed. These offenses came to play, but you're right. One defense made some plays when they had to, and the other one didn't. Simple as that.
And that is going to wrap it up. We enjoyed this one here. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.